so much she can do with it, as it's like a sort of bulging thing. Actually, how much money does America have? I actually don't know. I say bulging thing, like she might be fucking broke. Let's
Got that
find out.
monk
Yeah,
money.
monk money, yeah. She has 21 gold. Alright, so anyway, so she easily hides the one person on her person. Because she is not wealthy. Feels bad. Might I ask what we're doing?
Hard to ask the people who look for everything and see everything information. But sticky fingers need sore knuckles to teach harsh lessons. If you're not in the mood for that, it's best you hide your corner.
Might I try talking with him before you jump to that?
That would be a deal.
Let me roll America's persuasion. I don't think she's proficient in it. No, she's totally not proficient in it. Nice, nice. Just Yo, that's actually really good. That's a 19. Yo, let's fucking go. Just roll good. So she distances herself from you because you have shadow being intent and makes her way over to one of the kids. And this kid had spotted you and her together earlier. Or like as you're like walking on up, I guess. And it's not a fight or flight reflex, because that makes it sound like it's some sort of primal instinct or something like that. No. But they do look like they're about to take off when you guys are making your way towards her, but then Marika closes the distance without you and goes over to them, and they're just sort of this kid's sort of just there. And you could hear the conversation. It's super pouring right now, but you could sort of make out the conversations as this kid is sort of like tucked underneath like a canopy, and you're underneath a canopy down the way. And Marika is just asking the kid if he's seen a person of Amber's description or a person of the other man's description. And I will now roll a D100 for the child. I'll say 40 and below he did. 35! Yo, let's go. All right, nice. The young lad remarks that, yeah, I saw them. They were going that way. They crossed the bridge over there. If you look for a little girl with red hair in a dark green cloak that's too big for her, on the other side, she could probably tell you more. Marika slips the kid a coin, says thank you, and leaves. Roll me your perception. Actually, roll perception with advantage. I think that makes it better because Marika would just help you. Lol. I'm insane. With advantage. You hear the kid muttering something to himself as you guys are walking away, and he sort of makes himself a bit more, not fully scarce, but a bit more scarce, like sort of goes into the wing, so to speak. You can hear him mutter to himself, "Wow, they're really nice. Why all this then?" You say, "You little bastard," and then you kill the kid.
So yeah. She comes back with information, though?
Yes. You guys cross over the bridge, still continue your pursuit for Amber, and you pretty quickly spot this younger girl that the young boy was describing again. Red hair, green cloak that's too big for her. And the same thing happens where if it's you two both, the kid looks like they're ready to book it. But when Marika walks up, they don't. And then Marika asks this kid, did you see someone of Amber's description or of the man's description? I roll with advantage because the other kid helped, I guess. Yeah, 16. Still not bad. Or 18, rather. 16 plus 2. This little girl tells you that the two of them split ways, part of each other's company. With Amber going up towards the merchant districts, towards the Colonite Commons, while the other guy went to the Jet Ridge.
So she went back to the Commons?
Correct.
He went to the Jet Ridge?
Correct.
Okay, and the description she's giving matches Amber's?
Yes.
Okay, does she give a description of the guy?
Yes. Well, it's more of America describes the guy.
Right,
And
right.
the kid confirms, like, yeah, there was a guy that looked like this. Leather armor, pale bone white cloak that could easily encapsulate around him, a number of daggers or other like long knives on him, potions and or poisons tucked on his bandolier. Yeah, I think that's what's called, bandolier or belt or whatever. Masked individual. Let me roll something for us. If it's a 15 or below. All right, well, it's the one above the one I rolled earlier, so no. But yeah, that's what, America saw. She saw the guy earlier. And then this kid confirms, like, yeah, that I saw someone like that. Because there's not really many people out here right now, comparatively, because it's fucking boring.
Right.
The fact that these kids are still out here is really a testament to how stubborn they are.
Right, and once America's talked to him, I can approach the kid and it doesn't bolt. Jesus.
She rolled. What she rolled? She got 18. The kid looks like they're ready to run, but doesn't. Like, they're ready to book it. And then America introduces you to the kid. This is Redane. He's a friend, a great friend of mine. Hello.
Hello. What is your name, little one?
80.
I see. Are you an orphan?
No.
She just looks around. And why are you out here?
I can't say.
Can't or won't?
What's the difference?
Can't means someone removed your tongue and wouldn't allow you to say it. Won't means you know something better as to why you shouldn't.
You can roll me your persuasion or intimidation. We bully the children. Oh, let's fucking go. Well, we were told not to, but you both seem nice, so she looks around like, and there are other kids that have this fucking like long distance daisy chain down the central thoroughfare.
Mm-hmm.
And those kids just sort of like look away like, I didn't see shit. Katie, I didn't see nothing. Well, there was a guy in the slums that, found us playing and asked if we wanted to make money.
I see.
He told us to set up like this, and she gestures like down the central thoroughfare, like left and right. Keep spotting each other, and if we spot you, and she gives like an account of Oriana, Anushka, like River Company. And that does include Alexander.
Okay, that's kind of what I was assuming.
And if you tried to walk up to us to run off. America is just immensely confused by this. Like, why would anyone set up such an elaborate line of children?
Because they're doing something they know they would be stopped by anyone they're told to look out for.
Am I in trouble? No. No, you're not.
He looks at her, specifically at her hands. What do her hands look like?
Katie's hands are wrapped up in gauze or bandages. They're not bloodied or anything like that, but this is like the way they're wrapped up. It's like the makeshift equivalencies of like a glove or a mitten.
Mm-hmm. Dirty, worn. Do her hands
Yes.
look like someone who's been in this for a while?
Well, as someone that was in this sort of game as a child, the way they are wrapped, yes. But has she had them for long? No. Like, they don't have enough drag about them, dirtiness about them to insinuate that she has been doing this for a while. But it is a practiced, capable hand that, it's like putting on boxing tape, right? It's like, yeah, you could just tape up your fucking hand so it looks like a ball, or you could put on boxing tape properly. It's like that.
Right. He just kneels down and asks to see her hand.
She looks at America, who just gives like a it's okay nod to her, and then she does so.
So while channeling a healing word into her hand, not necessarily that she's missing hit points, but he's just gonna start unwrapping it. Do you have a mother or a father?
I have a mom.
What does your mother do?
She's a launderer. She cleans people's clothes.
Does she work hard?
Mm-hmm.
Does she provide for you?
She's like 7 or 8. She tries her best. Which is something, right? Like, most kids don't worry about their parents putting food on the table.
Right.
And they aren't aware of that as a conscious fact at such a young age. But she does.
Does she give you chores?
Yes.
Do you do them?
Yes.
Even though you're out here on the streets?
I made sure to do them before I came out. I was late.
Very good. As he keeps unwrapping the bandages, he just looks her dead in the eyes. Get out of this business before someone takes something from you that you can never get back.
She's like squinting, her eyes are tearing up. But
And he just holds the bandages. He leans up and throws his cloak over his shoulder real quick before handing the bandages back to her. That's now 30 gold heavier.
she feels the weight suddenly be pressed into her hand, and she just gets an awestruck look.
Now, go. Get out of here while you still can.
Yes, sir. And she just
Don't
begins running
stop.
off.
Straight home.
Yes, sir.
He just gets the stuff.
The other kids that were her next in line, of her chain, this link, are not present. They made themselves scarce.
Roger.
That's America has like this like very warm, pleasant smile on her face, which truly illuminates her, given how absolutely drenched she is. That was a good deed. Honestly, if you weren't going to do it, I still have 19 gold.
Good. Let us proceed. And then I gotta
Switch-
go do something real quick.
Let's switch gears! So you lot the rest of you lot going off. Redane's doing good deeds, fucking nerd, and you guys are doing your own good deed. I hope. Kills Brienne in the interrogation room.
Before we get too far, I just want to say Silas. I wrote it, but Silas will split off from the group, so I'm not there.
Where do you go?
The inn.
All right, it's gonna take you about 50 minutes to get back to the inn.
I have
like
a quick
40.
question, Crash.
So,
From where we are, can we see the tallest building in the city?
if by line of sight, yes. If by actually see it, maybe not. Given that it's fucking pouring right now. Black
Okay,
clouds atop you.
Would I
roll me your
roughly know where it
perception.
is?
Roll me your perception. It's not a hard DC, but there is a DC. The DC is 13. Oh my god!
So about that 13, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
He got it. He got it.
And yeah.
To not make it. Oh my god, it's funny as shit. Oh my god. Yeah, you see the you do see the tallest building. The tallest building, okay, there technically were two tallest buildings, and it depends on how you describe the tallest building. The Seeker Outpost has a watchtower that is tall, but it's on an elevation compared to the rest of Duvros.
Yeah.
So that technically makes it the tallest building by elevation. If you mean the tallest building, like its schematics make it tall, like the schematics of this building compared to the Seeker Outpost, there is another tallest building, and that is part of the temple to Exalted Lord Octavian in the Temple District. That is the tallest building in terms of physically the tallest, as opposed to allotted geographically to the tallest.
Are any of them near the clouds?
No, they do not span that high.
Okay. Roughly how tall is the one to Exalted Lord Octavian?
It's like a bell tower, so it probably goes up 10 some stories.
Okay. As Silas is splitting off, Sajara is going to suddenly say to the rest of the group, "Oh, yes, me too. I'll see you later at the inn. There's something I have to do." And then he'll start making his way towards the Exalted Lord Octavian building.
You go to the church.
Kind of shouting it to his back. Are you not inclined to share?
I'm not entirely sure yet myself.
Well, best of luck with it.
Tell you all about it when I get back.
Count on it.
If it's alright, can I go back to the inn too?
Who are you?
It's
Oh my
tallest.
god.
Okay.
We're not holding you hostage. I didn't mean it like that.
I would like for you to go catch up with Silas or
Sure. So, Silas, you also have Tolas accompanying you on your way back.
Yeah.
So you guys are in slightly less of a chance of getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
Didn't stop.
I mean, let's be honest, this whole would really help
You know.
stopping that.
Considering our odds, we've got a cat and someone who's prone to get kidnapped, apparently.
That's crazy. No, it's Benji. Benji's the one prone to getting kidnapped. Tolas
Yeah,
only
I
happened
guess,
once.
yeah. For now.
So who's left in the group now? Obviously, Alessander, Dee, Oriana, Anushka, Kasai. Is that it?
I think
I
so.
think that's it. Yeah.
And Darvis.
Yeah,
So-
man, in your guys'
Darvis.
group, yeah.
Darvis is more like a camera in the background for us.
Just a
So
silent observer.
Alessander will look between Anushka, Oriana, Kasai, Deed. Turn around, start walking again, and say loud enough for everyone to hear, "Well, at least you're here. You,
Saying
that
like
one
that.
person. The one person that I care about being here. Discuss."
Oh,
Now, who is he
He said it.
talking about?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fight,
You know-
fight, fight.
Fight.
You know, you're such a pot stirrer, you know that?
You call him a putster?
Hunter?
Pot stirrer.
Punster. I was
Stirrer.
like,
No,
what?
no, it's like stirring the pot. Stirring the pot, that's what
The
Oh,
Scottish got
okay.
away there for a
Stir the
second.
pot.
Yeah, my Scottish got in the way, my
Yeah,
apologies.
stir the pot real good like. So, you guys afraid to discuss whom that is?
It's definitely me, just to clarify though, just to know. Or it's Darvin. Darvis.
Alessander,
Would
an
you want it
insight
to be
roll
you?
is
Have a
made against you.
girlfriend.
I was
What's
thinking
that,
more
Crash?
resources.
An
but-
insight roll is made against you by Kasai.
Fucking sure. I'll throw
I'll
that in
whisper
there.
what
Trouble.
she
I saw
learned.
dice for
Never mind.
this.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
trash, Anushka. You're trash.
Haha.
You're trash.
I'm gonna keep. Okay, would we be able to make it to talking to the girl in time to use the bardic, or would that be gone by the time we get there?
Gone.
Okay, in
You
that
also
case, I'll
don't
throw
have
a
guidance.
bardic on this. Oh, I don't have guidance. Well,
I ain't guiding you guys.
it's 18 instead of 19, which is instead of 15.
I see. How interesting. 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 Go send that over to Garth as well, then.
Will do.
Actually,
Hey, Garth, can you tell me?
no, don't. If you guys tie, my bad. You guys tied, didn't you?
He rolled an 18. I hate Kasai.
So stupid.
Both of you roll again, insight, and the roll that you just did.
Slash R 1D 20 plus 9 plus 1D6 plus 1D8. Actually, thinking about it, I rolled really fucking shit for all of that.
You don't get inspiration again.
Sorry guys, I
So it's
just
not
went
a-
to get some ice. My head's still throbbing.
Oh,
I think I'm
No,
gonna
do
have to
You gonna tap
head
out?
off. Yeah.
No.
alright.
All right.
Hope you feel
Well,
better
I hope
soon.
your brain
Uh,
doesn't. Yeah, I hope your brain doesn't come out of your ears in the night, though. That would kind of suck.
Speaking of brains coming out of
Yeah.
ears, Kirsty, next week late start or normal start?
Normal start.
Very well.
Oh,
Okay.
which reminds me as well. The week after, though, I won't be
You
here.
fucking
But
bitch. God damn
I know.
you.
I'm
God
sorry.
Fucking damn
I'm going
you.
on holiday.
I'm
We'll
gonna
be stuck on a plane. Don't worry.
How
Um,
fucking dare you? No, that doesn't make me feel any more better for you. How dare you?
If it makes
Alright.
you feel better,
Wait,
at
I'll
least we don't have to have a late
Go,
start.
Go,
'cause
don't let us
Kirsty's not
idiots
here to
keep you.
detriment
Go,
us.
go recover.
Take care of your head. Make
Take
sure you
care.
don't have a concussion.
She's already gone.
Nope.
She's
already
gone.
That's what I wasn't even here. All right.
No,
So,
you're
anyways,
saying
Garth, you don't know.
Well, I didn't roll again. That's the roll again.
Okay, you can go send it over then.
Yeah, okay.
I was waiting for
Mark-
the conversation to die down.
Mark down use of a key point.
A key point? No, it's the die.
What die?
It's the Kensai. It's the martial arts die.
Oh,
the,
yeah, there you go. Mark down
yeah.
use of the Kensei die. Whatever.
Yeah. I got
You know
what
I
you were
meant.
saying. Yeah, I feel
And
it.
yet you want to be pedantic about it. So,
I don't know.
you guys make your way over to the guard outpost.
Mhm.
The place is unsurprisingly busy. And you guys let yourselves on in. There are two guards standing at the gate, or not the gate, the front central doorway that just sort of like tell you to head on in. You guys enter in and immediately are hit by, front reception.
Arrows. Oh.
Yeah, hit by a cloud of arrows. And the front receptionist, this sort of like old butterball sort of old tie, it's like he's the guy who's like I'm 2 days away from retirement, but actually lived the 2 days. So he just started at a desk job now. I'll help you.
Yes, we are here conducting an investigation for House Treyer. We understand one of the suspect's sisters is in your custody, being questioned.
Papers? Authorizations?
I am Alexander of House Raswell.
So then, can I see your pedigree or signet ring?
Absolutely. We'll hold the scroll out to him.
Oh, check this
Behold,
out.
my pedigree.
And
I
what
know.
is it you're inquiring upon, sir?
We are looking for the suspect, and we understand she may have some information put into the investigation.
Right. Do you want to be speaking with her in a cell or in a questioning room?
A cell? Please, a questioning room. She did
Right,
not commit any crime.
Will we have any capability of privacy, or would you have someone in the room with us?
He just stares at you. The questioning room's down that way.
Understood.
Third door on the left. You don't ask a guard that.
Nope.
You don't ask a guard, can we get away with stuff without your supervision?
Just wanted to fucking.
If anything, that's probably more for her sake than yours.
Yeah. Off to the questioning room, though.
So, you guys go off to the question room, and you guys are allowed to just sort of chill there for only a few minutes before Benji's older sister Brianna is brought into the room by a guard, who does remain posted up in the room.
It's Brianna, you said?
Brianna.
Gotcha.
I think I always say Brianna, I don't know why. I think I just get my brain wires crossed. Brianna.
Brianna. It's interchangeable. He'll stand up and hold his hand out to shake her hand.
She
Brianna,
looks
is that
aglow when she sees it's you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've met.
Yeah, you guys
Seen
met her
us
before.
Just give her a wave.
She goes over and shakes your hand enthusiastically, Alexander. Oh, thank the gods. Do you guys know where my brother is?
Well, we're
working
hoping
on
you'll
that.
be able to shed some light on that.
I'd be happy to help.
Please have a seat there.
She goes over and takes a seat, but as she's walking over, she remarks, although I don't know how much help I'll be able to provide, She gestures at the city watch who's in the room with you. They've already asked me plenty, so I'm assuming they've searched so many places already. Although, I guess she stops. I don't know my brother as well as I used to.
Well, let's not be so hasty here. We have it on good authority that Benji may not have been acting of his own accord.
No?
After all, he did strike me as a sweet boy, and even if
He
his
is.
fingers may be a bit sticky, why would he steal a book of all things when there are other valuables in that room? Does that sound like something a thief would do? At least one that wasn't being put up to it.
I would agree with that. I
I
don't
won't.
deny that Benji hasn't nabbed at things before, but normally it's everyday things. Some food, a shiny looking object, maybe.
Right, like
But
this is
something
outside
as
his
obscure
thought
as
processing
a
making.
lord's journal.
It does not have the immediate value that would attract most thieves. Tell me, and I will do my best not to trouble you with any details. Did Benji act at all strange, out of character when you last saw him?
He thinks. I can only say that he was a bit distant recently, but I just assumed I was getting used to living in a lord's estate.
Distant how?
Well, whenever I would try to talk to him, he would be very curt, very dismissive.
And this was
I just figured he was in a bad mood.
And this was since you broke the news, or since you got into the building itself?
The building itself. He seemed rather eager to live in a lord's estate. Says it sounded fun. Cool.
And as soon as he started living there is when the strangeness started occurring.
She nods.
Mhm.
We haven't even been a week yet. Again, I just assumed it was just him getting accustomed to the environment.
And now,
Did he-
so soon into the move, he has gone and done something like this.
Did he have
Shocking
any comments
yourself.
on anyone else that was staying there?
Not that I know of. But if I'm being honest, I hardly had a chance to stay with him and keep tabs on him.
That's
I
fair.
had duties to learn.
Of course. The night of the crime, do you remember anything that was peculiar?
No, but I was tired that day. I just sort of chowed down supper and went to bed.
Do you recall seeing Benji go to bed?
No, I didn't.
hmm We spoke to another, we'll call them an entity, that was conducting an investigation. They said that they had seen evidence of Benji, or at least a person of Benji's size, climbing the wall below the balcony of the Lord's office. Is Benji a good climber?
He is, but that's 5 stories. If he fell,
He would surely be hurt. Do you think he would take that risk?
I don't know. He's very brave. Although I suppose you could call that reckless at times.
I absolutely would. And what about, let's say, the practical talents one might employ while thieving something? Like picking a lock. Have you ever known him to do such a thing?
He nods. He has gotten in
He has
trouble
his,
for that.
he has his own set of lockpicks?
She slowly nods. Although I honestly don't know where he keeps them. I've confiscated it from him once, but I've never been able to find his next sets ever again.
Let's think back to your time, yours and Benji's time, before House Trayan. Did he ever communicate with any people from outside the cradle?
Other than yourselves,
Of course.
he would try talking to Seekers and Slayers on occasion. I don't really know if any really took to him, though.
Hmm.
He avoided the City Watch. He did a number of odd jobs around town. Whoever was willing to vest their trust in him.
And during these less than legal outings, I would assume he would get in trouble for them, otherwise we would not know that they ever happened.
Of course.
Did he have any hiding spots he would frequent,
All the ones I know of, I've already told to the City Watch.
which they have already checked?
The watchman in the room nods at that. Like, yep.
Is there any
He'll-
pattern with where he would hide that you could think of? Like maybe he's trying to think of a new spot to hide and looking for things that mimic what he's done in the past.
I don't know. They always seem different, to me at least.
No clear
But-
pattern.
But I'm not my brother.
Indeed, this would be a lot easier if you were. Tries to put her at ease.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Well, the spirits are.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
A for effort.
A for effort.
A for Alexander.
Her posture dips as you say that, and the guard just looks at her and looks at you, and he's just like, bro.
What? Back to the topic at hand. Lieutenant. Oh God, what's his name? Lieutenant
What is
Starts
his
with a
name?
J. Starts with a J.
Is that it?
Jericho.
Jericho.
What did you say his name
Wait,
was?
would
Jada?
Juseda.
Juseda.
Yeah, just say that in my
Yeah.
notes. It says right here.
I was calling him Lieutenant. What can you tell me about the Lieutenant of the House Guard?
I don't really know him that much. He seemed rather welcoming of us when we first arrived. He even helped bring in some, well, my only bit of luggage. But then that was really it. I haven't interacted with him anymore.
And you've not seen Benji interact with him at all.
Not that I saw. No.
And what about the morning after? What transpired?
Well,
Do you
the morning after, I was already brought here.
do not recall any details from that morning? Any overheard anything from the lieutenant or any of the other house guards?
Well, the incident was in the middle of the night, so I was awoken immediately.
I see.
They asked me where Benji was and where he would hide, and if there were any known people that would hide him in town. And I can only tell them what I told you. I don't know.
All right. We'll go ahead and try an insight check to see if she's just trying to protect her brother.
Roll insight.
Can I also roll insight?
You can roll insight.
Mhm.
Alright, you can all roll insight.
All right, let's do it all at once. On three.
Three.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna be lame and late. There we go.
Hey.
Oh!
Hey!
Well, probably
I was
being
late,
late
but I had
at
the good
work.
roll.
So
I'm
She
running out of dice.
genuinely-
Thank God.
Doesn't know.
She has no clue.
And the worst part, and I would say that only Oriana, you get this. She feels like she's a bad sister for not knowing.
Well, she's right.
Yes.
She's a terrible person. Don't get us wrong. She should.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Absolute trash human being.
Like this is listen. This
Like,
is what
is it a
parents-
situation of like if
I
she
know
knew
this
she would
because
tell
my
us?
coworkers tell it. My coworkers tell me this, right? This my main coworker. He's like, listen, I want to install the